Hi, I'm Jeff Stokes. Welcome to Jeff's Daily Dose of Encouragement. Today I want to encourage you not to lose what you have. In Joshua 23, Joshua's getting quite old and ready to go to be, they put it in the Old Testament as, I'm going to go the way of all the earth. In other words, they're going to die. And then he says this and warns the children of Israel, because they had been actually living many years now in the inheritance that God had given them and following the Lord. And it says this in verse 8 of 23, and it says, "But cleave unto the Lord your God as you have done this day, for the Lord has driven out from before you great nations and strong. But as for you, no man has been able to stand before you unto this day. 1 man of you shall chase 1,000. For the Lord your God, he it is that fights for you, as he has promised you." And then this verse, "Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that you love the Lord your God." So that's really important to stress. Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that you love the Lord your God. Else, if you do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you," because they hadn't driven every single thing out, remember. They were supposed to, but they hadn't. "Even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go in unto them, and they unto you, know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you, and scourges in your sides, and thorns in your eyes, until you perish from off this good land, which the Lord your God has given you." So it all seems to be fine when there's a really good, strong leader and everything like that, like Joshua. And as soon as that finishes, they just wander off. Actually, over in Revelation, there's similar sentiments that Jesus makes, and he says this in Revelation 3 verse 2, and it says, "Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found your works perfect before God." So you see here in Revelation, Jesus addresses 7 churches who at one time were really following God well, but then they started letting things slip. And Jesus had warned many of them that he would remove their candlestick and things like that. And we know today that all these churches were somewhere in the area of modern Turkey, and none of them exist anymore. And so the warning is to strengthen those things which remain. So what we know of the Lord and what we have in God that's good, let's strengthen those things and continue to grow in those things, and cast off the things that are unfruitful. If you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwells in him, and he in God. God bless you. Have a great, prosperous day.